If you're new to credit in 2026, this video will show you exactly how to start the right way. We'll cover how to apply, what banks look for to approve you, the difference between secured and unsecured cards, and the absolute best beginner cards to build your credit fast without making any costly mistakes. Building credit is simple when you follow a clear path. You start with no credit history, get a starter card. Make consistent on-time payments and watch your credit grow. It's a straightforward process, and I'm going to walk you through every step. So, how does credit card approval actually work? It's simpler than you might think. Every single credit card approval comes down to just two things: your ability to pay and your willingness to pay. That's it. Your ability to pay is all about the numbers. It includes your income, any existing debt you might have, and something called your credit utilization, which is how much of your available credit you're currently using. On the other side, your willingness to pay is about your behavior. This is your payment history and your consistency. Do you pay your bills on time, every time? Here's the secret. Banks don't care about you being perfect. They don't expect you to have a massive income or zero debt. What they really care about is predictability. They want to see a reliable pattern. Even just one account with a history of on-time payments is enough to start building that crucial trust with lenders. They want to know that if they lend you money, you have a track record of paying it back as agreed. That predictability is your golden ticket to getting approved. Now, let us talk about the specific criteria you will need to meet to get approved in 2026. For most starter cards, the requirements are pretty clear and achievable. First, you need a stable source of income. This doesn't have to be a traditional 9-to-5 job. It can come from being self-employed, from government benefits, or any other consistent source of money coming in. Lenders just need to see that you have cash flow to cover your payments. Second, you need to have low existing debt. If you already have a lot of car loans, student loans, or other financial obligations, it might signal to the bank that you're overextended. For your first card, it's best to apply when your debt-to-income ratio is low. Third, you should have no recent charge-offs or major negative marks on your credit report. A charge-off is when a lender gives up on collecting a debt, which is a big red flag. Having a clean slate, or at least a recently clean one, is key. And here's a pro tip for when you're just starting out. Only apply for a new credit card once every 90 days. Each application can cause a small temporary dip in your score, and applying too often can make you look desperate for credit. Be strategic and patient. One good application is better than 5 hopeful ones. Next up, let's clear the air about secured versus unsecured cards. A lot of beginners hear the term secured card and think it's a bad thing, like a second-rate product. That's completely wrong. Secured cards are not bad cards. They are training cards. They are designed specifically to help you build or rebuild your credit safely. Here's how they work. You provide a small refundable security deposit to the bank, usually a few $100s. That deposit then becomes your credit line. So, if you deposit $300, you get a credit card with a $300 limit. This deposit acts as safety for the bank. If for some reason you can't make your payments, they have your deposit to cover the balance. But here's the most important part. To the credit bureaus, a secured card looks and reports just like a regular, unsecured credit card. As you use the card and make your payments on time, you're building a positive payment history. After about 6 to 12 months of responsible use, most banks will graduate you. This means they'll refund your security deposit and convert your card into a standard unsecured card, often with a higher credit limit. It's the single best tool for anyone starting from scratch. So, which cards should you actually apply for? Let's look at some of the strongest beginner-friendly cards available in 2026. The key is to pick one that aligns with your specific situation. First, there's the Capital One Platinum card. This is often a great choice for first-time applicants because Capital One is known for being friendly to people with little to no credit history. They have a straightforward application and are a great entry point into the world of credit. Next is the Brightway card. This one is fantastic for guided credit building. It's designed to help you learn good habits from the start. It offers tools and feedback to ensure you reusing your credit in a way that will boost your score effectively. If you have a thin file, meaning you have very few accounts on your credit report, the Prosper card is an excellent option. They specialize in working with people who don't have a long credit history, using different data points to evaluate your application. Finally, there's the Petal card. Petal is unique because it can use your cash flow, your income, and spending habits from your bank account to approve you, rather than just relying on your credit score. This is a game changer if you have good financial habits but no credit history to show for it. The most important advice here is this: do not apply for all of them. Choose the one card that seems like the best fit for you, apply for it, and then let it age. A single, well-managed account is far more powerful than several new ones. Once you're approved, your first 90 days are critical. This period sets the foundation for your future credit limits and your overall credit health. Your strategy should be simple but disciplined. First, you need to use the card every month. You don't have to spend a lot. Even a small, regular purchase like a coffee or a subscription service is enough. This shows the lender that the account is active. Second, always keep your balance under 30% of your credit limit. This is called your credit utilization ratio, and it's a huge factor in your score. If your limit is $500, you never want your statement balance to be more than $150. And the master level move is to pay your balance before your statement closing date, not just before the due date. The balance that gets reported to the credit bureaus is the one on your statement. By paying it down before that date, you ensure a low utilization ratio is reported, which can supercharge your score growth. Follow these rules for 90 days and you'll be well on your way. Remember, building credit isn't about spending more money. It's about paying smarter. It's a tool to unlock better financial opportunities in the future. By following these steps, you're setting yourself up for success. In the next video, I'll show you exactly how to increase your credit score in 2026 the right way, building on the foundation you've just created. Thanks for watching. Now go to the description for your free tools. Smash that like button, hit that notification bell, and be sure to subscribe for more credit tips in the next videos.